fall at 231. So
Wilson, the third seed, gets to the finals by a 7-3 decision over the Edinburgh wrestler, a 9-5 decision over the Buffalo wrestler, and ultimate tiebreaker over Perrine of Ohio.
that was the one that went deep into the overtime, and
Multiple stoppages down on that mat. Cramer gets her by a bye, a tech fall over Southern Illinois, and a major decision over Clarion. Cramer quickly on top with a takedown, 3-0.
so this is a weight class that has two bids up for grabs. So not everything is certain here. You obviously want to win because that solidifies everything. So keep an eye also on the third place match and how that falls out. And Cramer, very impressive, not allowing Wilson to do much of anything after the initial takedown. He'll get the reset after the action takes him off the mat, and Wilson will use that as an opportunity, he would hope, to try to get back to his feet.
That third place spot, we've got Whirling of Clarion and Perrine of Ohio down there wrestling for third. So depending on who wins the championship and who wins that third place bout, we could have a challenge bout here. Challenge match with two qualifiers.
But Wilson defeated Perrine, so if seeding would hold, Perrine would win the third place match. Cramer would win here. You wouldn't have a true second because that match has already taken place.
It's already beaten him. Don't make him beat him twice.
Cramer really working Wilson here.
Just pouring the coals on top right now, trying to pop that arm out, working the bars hard. Goes into a 2-on-1 looking for a little bit of a tilt there. We got stalling on Wilson right now.
Again, kind of looking around going, what do you want me to do?
Cramer just really putting it to him.
Is he wearing him out, trying to turn him, or is it this kind of a long play here by Cramer?
Well, this is long play. This is just lots of pressure right here. Taking a lot out of Wilson as well.
Now he's starting to try to tilt him.
He's in that, he got the 2-on-1 pretty tight. Got the knee in the ribs, trying to get a little tilt there. Wilson fights against it. We get a stalemate call. 44 seconds to go in the first period here. Cramer up 3-0.
Already a minute 55 of riding time. It has been a clinic since he was able to get the early takedown.
Wilson trying to tripod up to his feet. Cramer not having it. Really sinks the leg in. Kicks it back out there.
Another stalling warning, and now there's the point awarded to Cramer.
And that's just Cramer just working Wilson so hard that he can't base up there. Officials telling him he's got to present himself. Look real tough right there. Boy, Cramer's got that 2-on-1 real tight. We're now trying to work that bar and pop it out across the back. Period ends 2:39 in riding time in that first period. Cramer comes out of there with a 4-0 lead. Wilson defers. Cramer's going to go down and try to widen that lead a little bit more.
Again, he's got the 2:39 in riding time, so can afford to take a little bit of time here to get loose, but it takes 3 seconds.
Doesn't. Quickly back in on a shot. 5-0 Cramer. Cramer in on the high crotch. Got Wilson's leg up. Looking for the chop. Gonna get his two. The hand was down on the mat. Gets the mat return again. Cramer back to work on top. Wilson says, here we go again. Cramer up 8-0 now. Just watching Cramer in the tournament, he doesn't ever seem to go into a coast mode. He's won his matches in dominating fashion, but continues to press the entire match.
I mean, A tech fall and an 11-0. I mean, it has been a clinic here so far. In fact, nobody has scored against Cramer. Won 15-0 and 11-0 to get here, and up 8-0 now. You talk about taking care of business. Alex Cramer came here on a business trip and is doing just that. Let's take a look at the takedown here, Tommy. What it
single? He follows up. The hand was down. Hands go down again. He actually awarded it as soon as the one hand was down, and he got back on that leg there. So Cramer back up on top, flattening Wilson out. If we hold serve here, Cramer continues with this win, and Perrine wins that third place match. There won't be a challenge bout because Wilson beat Perrine in the semis.
However, though, if Worthing would beat Perrine, he would have the right to take on Wilson for true second, correct?
Correct.
Because Wilson and Worthing have not met yet. They were on opposite sides of the bracket.
Wilson goes neutral. And you just kind of called it down there.
Worthing nearly got a pin.
Worthing, yeah, gets a takedown to the back on Perrine. Three-point near fall. He's up
8-3.
Wilson chose neutral here in the third period.
I mean, the riding time's locked in at over 4 minutes.
Cramer solid defensively. Wilson trying to work a little bit of a front headlock there. Cramer in deep on the high crotch. Working his way out to the side. Elevate the leg. Nice job there, working up. Tight on the hip.
There's the kick
Sweeps
out.
the leg. Gets his three. That's a training film right there.
I mean, you're absolutely. This is a guy that does not let up.
48 seconds to go, and he's keeping the pressure on.
Looking for one more takedown to end it. And he senses it right now. That's the only time that anybody's scored on him yet.
Wilson knows he's got to have a throw or something, trying to come upper body with him. He's got the overhook. Cramer steps in. Wilson takes the front headlock.
Maxson takes him off the mat with 15 seconds to go, and Cramer 15 seconds away from punching his ticket.
Trying to finish another takedown. Gets the takedown, and before time expires,
there's your tech fall.
Tech fall. Picks up an extra point and a half for the team.
So Alex Cramer continues his impressive march, and it ends with a Mid-American Conference title going back to Mount Pleasant.
11-4 down on mat 3.
Let's take a look at that last takedown, Tommy, as Cramer beats the buzzer to get the tech fall.
Just working to the end. Up on the single. Nice little trip across, little back slap. Again, that's textbook finish on that. Cramer just so fundamentally solid and everything.